Good afternoon, morning, evening, or night, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 202 of the JARCAST. I'm your host, Alex, joined here by James.
Afternoon.
And Jamie.
Morning, evening, or night.
No, doesn't work like that. You're a communist, aren't you? You've been undercover this whole time.
That's a lie?
You know how we feel about that.
I'm a socialist.
Poster boy. So this is the podcast where we get together every week and we talk about whatever we want, to be honest.
Mostly
sort of about nothing.
The world issues, the issues of the world.
No.
We sort of represent planet Earth on the podcast.
Intergalactic podcast.
We represent planet Earth, but...
On intergalactic matters, we are the first... We're the people who deal with all of the issues. We are...
The Aloylians, they contact us first.
Are SOACT, and they're like, hey, Jar Media...
Yeah, we're actually contractors for the Visini.
Before we go any deeper into that hellhole that was gradually spiraling, I'd like to thank the patrons over at the Jar Media Patreon for supporting us and keeping the lights on, and also for everyone who rates us 5 stars on iTunes. That helps us in the algorithms and all that.
You help
Seeing
the
as we're all-
cause. You help the cause.
We're all slaves to algorithms, really, aren't we?
Communism.
Absolutely. I've got to shout out King Con as well for filling my tummy.
Are you going to explain what that means?
No.
You've been chewing dog toys?
King Kong?
King Con.
How do you spell that? Kongcon?
That's
That would be
correct.
Kon. Con.
C-O-N.
No, that's not correct. Sorry, I'm just gonna...
They are resident tummy fillers.
We have huge
Not in an
news.
anal way. Oh, go on.
Oh,
Huge
shit.
news.
How big? Is this intergalactic big?
It affects the entire of humanity, correct?
Shit.
So before I can go into this great reveal, I need to remind or catch up those in the audience who may not be familiar with the infamous banana story.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Holy shit.
James, you know exactly what I'm talking about, don't you? Because it was
I
on an
do.
episode with just me and you.
It was...
That's when it came out. Get a bit of whiskey in me, you'll hear all sorts of stories. Of course, what I'm talking about is the truth, the reveal that I experimented with bananas once upon a time, jerking off with them. I mean, using them sort of as a sheath.
Yeah.
Is that
Because
real?
It's a
Yes,
cheap...
it's real.
First
And
of
do you want to know what inspired me?
Seth Rogen
'Cause-
comedy?
No, because I was like so obsessed with jerking off at the time. where it was
like everyone is.
Yeah, because I was like a young teenager, and it was like, right, I've jerked off so much, I need something to spice things up. So I literally searched into Google, like, jerk off techniques, and came across this weird website that had like rankings of different like techniques, and there it was.
Was
The banana technique.
Did you eat the banana?
Fuck no.
Why not?
Because Alex
Because I
only
need the
picked...
slop.
What the fuck?
Alex didn't
What part are you
just use
confused about?
the skin.
I thought you just used the skin.
No, Alex didn't. Alex used the...
You obviously take the main banana out, but you need some of it for like...
lubrication.
Yeah, exactly.
Sloppy, mushed up banana.
Yeah, it's very vivid to describe.
Wait, so what did you do with the banana you took out?
Just bend it.
No, because Alex
'cause
said he only used the slightly older ones that are a bit softer.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, it was a stinky affair.
Wouldn't have noticed they were gone.
Yeah, it was horrendous.
So was there the old sit on your hand till it's numb technique on that page as well?
I'm sure there was, but that one never appealed to me.
No, it was not. It's not a good technique.
But the reason this is relevant and we're bringing it up is that there's a recent article from the New York Post, so it's it's somewhat legitimate. Doctors beg men not to masturbate with banana peels. Beg. Begging. Don't do it. The reason being, doctors have warned horny young men to refrain from using banana peels to masturbate, the latest bizarre sex trend circulating on social media, so I suppose it's sort of come back, because this was years ago.
Well, you brought it back.
I must have inspired some people to give it a go, and then they all wound up in the hospital.
Yeah, and it spread.
However, Dr. Diana Gill of prescription service Dr. 4U cautions against the perverse practice. You could develop a rash and sores on the penis, which can be painful and might lead to infection. Jill told The Sun. Not only that, but she claims a person with a fruit or latex allergy might be more susceptible to a reaction from a banana skin.
Well, if you have a fruit or
Surely
a fruit
you know if
allergy,
you're
you're not
Hopefully
going to
you know
think
by
to
now.
use a banana peel as
A person with a banana allergy is more likely to be allergic to other substances such as latex or other fruits and vegetables, she said. So if you're allergic to latex condoms, you may also be allergic to banana skins, because they're one and the same, obviously. It's sort of a choice, either use a condom or a banana. You know, when you...
But surely, if someone's allergic to latex condoms, surely they know they might be allergic to banana skins, because of all the things in life, you kind of touch banana skins before you get into latex condoms.
The more I read this, the more I'm actually starting to doubt the validity of the article.
Yeah, I think this is some sort
Because listen to this. Listen to
mind
how
control.
bullshit this becomes. Jill's not the only naysayer. One Reddit user recounted a harrowing cautionary tale where he used a banana skin to masturbate and allegedly ended up falling in the mess I made, hit my head on the toilet, and barely lived to tell the tale.
That's a fucking banana peel slipping joke.
Yeah. And even if that was true, that's entirely his fault for being a moron.
Yeah.
Maybe you shouldn't have
Was
told
that
them
on-
before.
What could he possibly be doing to create such a mess with that fucking banana?
Was it on r/JARmedia?
However, supporters of the organic orgasm inducer feel it's too good to pass up. Subscribers to Jack in World, that was the website, Jack in World.
No way.
Yeah. The self-proclaimed ultimate male masturbation resource gave the Banana Man 4.5 out of 5 stars, with 359 votes cast so far. The site also provides a tutorial on how to perform the act and even advised warming the peel for added effect.
Oh, like microwaving it.
Commenters seconded these sentiments. I've used the banana skin technique occasionally for many years. Parentheses, I'm now 78. So 78-year-olds are doing it. Said one banana skin supporter. The bigger the banana, the better, another added. Banana peels aren't the first unconventional items employed by pleasure seekers. This past November, gynecologists warned women not to masturbate with electric toothbrushes because it could cause trauma to the delicate vulval area. Very explicit first 8 minutes here. But
That's shit. That's bullshit. Because what is a toothbrush? It's just a vibrator. So what? How could that cause any more
I don't know. It might be
damage?
slightly more intense than a normal vibrator
Yeah,
because it's
No.
more like blunt.
No.
Yeah.
No, vibrators are way more intense than toothbrushes.
No, but like think of the design of a vibrator. It's like
rubber.
ergonomic,
Yeah,
you know?
it's not like a sharp piece of metal that you shove a bit of like plastic on for like the head. And
Or if you're using the opposite end of the toothbrush, like that's just a blunt, like grippy, rough.
yeah. But anyway, the banana thing is what's important here, not the toothbrush.
Yeah.
But yeah, I actually have some issues with that.
Yeah, I think that's a load of bull.
It's definitely a load of bull. You know, we hear about joke articles where they run an article that's so shit, but they make it seem real. It's one of them.
Well, it's just, sensationalizing something everyone should be doing. Trying to make it people fear.
No, that's the thing. The government wants to mind control us into not doing that. So
because there must be some secret behind the nana.
yeah. Well, I mean,
Well, to be fair, it would put Fleshlight out of business. So I get it.
Yeah, no, because they're just
but
disposable.
also it means people might just start replacing women with a collection of bananas
Yeah,
in their lives.
Different banana for different day of the week.
Which means babies aren't being born. Which means, what if the potential next president was actually blown into a banana skin?
yeah,
Is what I'm saying.
yeah. Which then falls on the floor and then they trip over and die.
And smack their head on a
to the father of the next president. But that they also could have been the father of the next Hitler or Stalin. So
Yeah.
We're saving the
swings
world.
and roundabouts.
Bananas.
Plenty of Jarlings actually wrote in after that first banana episode, after giving it a try to give their feedback.
It did. It was a
Somewhat mixed response. But I feel like these people, they don't know what they're doing.
They didn't warm it up. Obviously, they didn't microwave.
Yeah, they
it.
needed to go to Jack in World or whatever the fuck
Yeah.
and find the techniques.
Find the in color instruction manual.
Yeah, thoughts then?
Well, I've never tried it. Even after
Why?
that video, when we spoke about it, I didn't try it. I've never thought.
Have you
about
tried the
trying it.
watermelon?
I don't know. I haven't tried.
You
watermelon.
don't know.
Some of the like infamous sex fruits and foods
Grapefruit.
I find fairly confusing. Like it seems much more wasteful to use like an entire watermelon
yeah.
than one banana that's gone off.
Mm.
You know?
No, but watermelon is probably more pleasant.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
Isn't it full of seeds? Might get a seed in your
Bananas are
urethra.
seedy.
Alex, don't say that.
We're on like a roll of like really vivid episodes. Like last episode was like all about diarrhea. This one's all about jerking it with bananas and toothbrushes. It's going a bit off the rails.
I don't think that's the case here.
Okay, elaborate, explain.
You are speaking as like a boomer.
What exactly do you mean by that?
It's 2018. Talking about these sort of...
You're a couple of years late, bro.
What did I say?
It's 2018.
It's 2019.
One more?
It's 2021, bro.
Yeah.
And we're allowed to now talk about these things openly.
Well, clearly there are plenty of 70-year-old men who are talking about it openly on...
exactly.
Jerk it now.
Zoomer boomers.
.com.
Is there must be like a Reddit, like a subreddit based all around this, like banana fun or something.
Do you reckon? James, do some research.
If not,
doing research.
If not, someone needs to make it as a forum, a place of discussion where people can actually find out the truth about this this claim that it can give you a rash or whatever.
Yeah. We need to do what do you call it? Like a test with a
controlled sort of experiment.
Yeah.
Okay, so everyone needs to jerk off with a banana and report back on if they develop any rashes. That's
You know
the
what,
only
I-
solution.
As being the regular fleshlight user that you are, I think you should try the banana.
Yeah, you need like a tier
and,
system.
compare.
I've never used a flashlight. I'm not going to use a banana. Okay, and just
But
make
you
that
will
clear.
use a watermelon.
I wouldn't use a watermelon either because I don't like watermelon.
What about grapefruit?
I would not grapefruit either. That's been ruined. That's been memed too much for me.
You're not at least a little bit curious.
No, I'm not curious about fruit. That's not
No,
where
but that
my...
infamous grapefruiting video where that woman's
And
just
that's been
going
memed.
crazy
Yeah,
with that
yeah.
grapefruit. You're not at least a little bit curious.
No. That's not
And
where
she's
my...
like, it burns calories as I suck.
My curiosities don't go that way.
Why?
Because okay, for the specific banana one, I find bananas really weird. I don't like them.
You've got a banana phobia as well.
Yes.
I just realised the banana down there has always been there on the
Yeah.
set. It's like that's been there foreshadowing the events. Yeah, sit it in between you. Yeah,
I don't like
maybe in between your
bananas.
legs.
I really don't like bananas.
No,
could-
I think banana is the most genius.
It's
Idea for-
nature's fleshlight.
No, but not only is it a flashlight, it's also a dildo.
You can share.
Yeah, if you don't peel it, and a condom.
Yeah.
It's everything. It's an all-in-one
yeah.
experience.
Yeah, because I don't really like eating bananas
I don't.
that much.
I don't like the taste of them.
No, some bananas are nice. If you get that perfect turgidity.
Turgidity, yeah. I quite like banana-y puddings, though.
I can't.
Yeah,
banoffee
no,
pie.
we used to make banana bread.
Banana bread's delicious.
Banana bread. Damn. Yummiest
Freshly
sort
baked
of
banana
cake
bread,
thing.
get out of here.
Banana bread is not good. Bananas are not good. They're just the worst fruit. I can't stand them.
No, there's worse fruit. What is a worse fruit?
Apples. Apples are worse than
No, but
bananas.
a nice apple is pretty nice.
Yeah, but a nice banana is nicer.
Nah, apple's way better.
Pardon me.
Raspberries are the best by far.
Bad fruit.
Watermelon.
No.
No, it is watermelon.
No, watermelon's too iconic.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's delicious in sweets and stuff and drinks.
Oh. It's water.
No, you're wrong.
I'm kind of right, and you know I'm right, Jamie.
No, there's got to be a fruit worse than bananas.
Absolutely. No, look, I'll get up a list of fruits because, this can't
Kiwis
be
are
left.
possibly the best.
Kiwis are delicious.
But I think kiwis are somewhat controversial. They're quite a powerful
They're Marmite.
taste.
They're Marmite fruit.
And fairly acidic too. So you got your strawberries, you got your pears, you got your oranges, your pineapple.
I think bananas are better than oranges.
No.
Oranges are too annoying to eat.
They are a pain.
They're a nightmare.
Grapes are awesome, plums are nice. Coconuts. They're quite annoying.
That's a fruit?
Yeah,
How's it not a
it's just a
nut?
big nut. No, nuts are fruits, remember?
Oh, not all this.
No, as soon as you find out that nuts are fruit.
A nut is a fruit.
Yeah.
A nut.
Yeah.
What?
Right.
5 a day? One of your
You're making me
5 a day?
doubt myself, but I'm fairly sure that
No, they are.
a
I
fruit.
remember Googling it and being like, holy shit.
Yeah, and
he's
as soon as you learn that, everything becomes a conspiracy theory.
Hmm.
Everything's a fruit. Beans are a fruit.
Beans
are a fruit.
What?
Beans are fruit.
No.
Beans.
Beans.
Fuck is a bean then?
Beans are beans. Beans are
No,
vegetables.
beans are fruit.
No, beans are vegetables.
Yeah, but aren't...
Is baked beans a fruit?
No,
No.
baked beans are not a fruit.
No, but vegetables are basically just a different variation of fruit. So
No, they're
beans
not.
would be
No,
fruit.
they're not.
No.
That's very wrong. And you should apologise to everyone listening for that one.
Fuck you.
I'll Google it then. Are beans veggie?
No, are veggies
I'm
fruit?
Googling what are beans.
Beans are beans. Everyone knows what beans are.
No, what beans do we mean?
They're considered part of the vegetable food group.
But is that food group also?
They may be further classified as a starchy vegetable, along with potatoes and squash. Weird.
Yeah, part of the vegetable family.
And the vegetable
I
family
knew
is
it.
part of the fruit family.
No, it's
is that
not.
right?
What?
No, it's not.
Vegetables are part of the fruit family.
Fruit is just nice vegetable.
What? I kind of like vegetables. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I think they're good and they're really good for you.
No, like fruit have seeds.
Fruit have seeds.
Vegetables,
Are underground.
no. What do you mean they're underground?
Carrot.
Carrots, yeah.
Potato.
Underground. Potato.
Potatoes
Boil
are
a
a root
mushroom, stick 'em in a
vegetable, so
stew?
yeah, they're underground.
Beetroot.
Awful.
Awful.
Parsnip.
Awful.
Another root vegetable.
Am I wrong?
Not all What's lettuce?
Fruit. Poster boy.
No, lettuce is not a fruit.
No, it is. Have you tried a sweet lettuce? Boom.
What seeds are in lettuce?
The
Water.
white bit.
Celery. No.
Celery is not underground.
Underground. Dun, 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 dun. There's something we need to talk about. This is James's topic that I've chosen for him.
Oh, nice.
Because
Fuck. So I have important things to say. You just never want me to say them because they're too controversial. You know.
why are you obsessed with snakes?
What? Okay, no. Can I?
Suddenly, a few weeks ago, you were like, "Guys, I want a snake.
No, I'm gonna.
I want a
this is-
python
thi-
or a rattlesnake."
This is getting personal now. You have this weird thing in your mind where if I say something like now, you think I'm having like this obsessive phase, like a
It is an
teenage.
obsessive phase though. You
No, because you forget. Because both of your memories are so shit.
It's not true.
No,
'cause
you
you-
even
I
know
don't-
your memory.
I don't think
shit.
I've ever heard you even say the word snake until
Yeah.
like a week
I don't
ago.
think you even knew what a snake was until a week ago.
Yeah, you always were like, "Yeah, that's like a worm or something."
yeah.
No,
I hate
okay.
those giant worms.
That's not true. Like, that's not true. Do you know why that's not true? Because I've got a better memory than you. And I know...
Okay, explain.
Okay, what's the first thing I said to you today?
Poster boy.
You said, oh, no thank you, I've eaten loads.
No, that's a lie.
Shut up. That's besides the point, you snake.
Oh.
Basically, when I was a young lad, I'm sure someone out there will know what I mean. I had this toy, and this toy was a green snake. And I loved that toy. It's like I had my Dalmatian from Build-A-Bear, and then I had my green snake. And the Dalmatian, as I grew up, kind of left my life. It was still there, but it wasn't on the top of the list. But this snake was on the top of the list for quite some time. And ever since then, and I found the internet, I've always loved snakes because they are so appealing to me and I don't know why. I want one and I'm going to get one. Boom.
You're going to get one? You really think you're going to get one?
As soon as I move out, I'm going to buy a snake.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
When someone says snakes, you have this idea we're talking boa constrictors and pythons.
No, I don't have this idea.
You can get small...
I have an idea of this snake in a cage across the room and it just sits there.
Nah.
And then you chuck a rat in every fucking day or whatever and it eats that and then that's it.
No. It doesn't go. It doesn't live in a cage. It's just it lives in the house.
You can't have a loose
So
snake in your house.
Walk around shitting and
walk around.
yeah, just walk around shitting all over the place.
Ah,
get a lizard instead.
I want the second animal I like is a lizard. I really like lizards as well. I think they're really cute.
Just don't get anything.
What? Okay,
Get a cat.
so
You've got a dog.
and guess what? I'm taking the dog with me when I move out. He's actually
you
mine.
can't have a snake and a dog
you
loose in a
can't
house.
And you would have to have a cage and then it defeats the purpose of a snake.
But what is the purpose of owning a snake? Aside from the novelty of owning a snake.
No, because it's not novelty. It like cuddles your arm and shit, and it's just like nice.
It constricts your arm.
No, yeah, but they're tiny. They don't do anything. They're cute. It's like, why'd you own a dog? Dogs are useless.
No,
Cats are useless. Every animal is inherently
No, they're not
Tell you why I own Billy?
Dogs and cats aren't useless.
Well, no,
Yeah.
they are when you literally have them. Like, no, you will agree. A pug is fucking useless. There's no fucking use to it. It's just in the house.
There is a use that it has.
No, besides like human attachment, they're not useful. It's like they're not going to stop an intruder. Like realistically,
No, but
they're not going to do anything.
For me, I don't think I could grow attached to a snake. You know?
Why's that?
I don't feel as though they emote. I don't think they have the capacity to feel emotion.
They're
cute,
cold-blooded killers.
and so
They
are cats.
are apex predators.
So
No,
are
that's
cats.
the thing. Cats murder. Yes, Billy murders a lot.
Yeah.
But you know what she did today? She laid on my tummy and closed her eyes, but did that cat thing where they like look at you and close their eyes, and it's like,
Yeah, I know.
she is emoting and purring, and I know that she likes my company. When a snake wraps around my arm,
Humans have lived with dogs and cats for generations.
yeah,
So there
is a bit of an understanding, an emotional understanding. If snakes are able to emote, I don't think I am capable of reading their emotions.
I'm pretty sure they are. I'm pretty sure most animals are capable of that. And I'm sure snakes can.
Can a snake like emote that it likes you?
Yes, of course.
How?
Like if you have a snake for ages, it's just gonna like you and it's gonna show affection to you because it will wrap its arm and it'll be cute. If they don't like you, they're not going to go with you.
Yeah, I don't think that's affection either.
I do. Have you seen some of those cute snake videos?
When they wrap around like a tree trunk, is that affection?
No, because they're getting up
A
the tree.
branch?
But when it just sits on your arm, having a chill time,
Maybe if
that
it
is
looked at you and
affection.
went,
Yeah. If it made a funny little noise.
No, but they have their tongue, and that's emotive. That tongue is super emotive.
isn't that just them smelling, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
They
Snakes.
taste
I'm
the air.
sorry. Any jarlings out there who have a
just
snake as a
think-
pet?
I just think they're cute. Okay.
Please let us know.
That's cool and stuff.
Let us know if you if you think snakes can emote in some way to humans and read human emotions. 'Cause
And
I
vice
highly
versa.
doubt that.
But back to my point, pugs are useless.
I would pose that
No,
a pug has more use in a
No,
human's
all
life than a
animals
snake.
are kind of useless because we only have them because we want them and we want attachment.
I don't agree.
Because if you wanted an animal for a job, you don't form the type of connection we do with animals
You sort of do though.
on a very basic level. But like working dogs, they're not treated like normal dogs. They're not. It's nowhere similar, really.
But like a household dog provides more than just doing a job, for example, than being a guard dog or whatever. They're like part of the family because they can read human emotion and
that's what I'm saying. Besides the human connection part,
the main thing that makes dogs appealing.
no, yeah, that's the thing. Like when you break it down to that extent, animals are just useless. I'm saying this for just as a competition type just discussion.
I mean, if you're
don't
like
mean it.
objectively like, I suppose.
In a very basic level, we all buy animals because we want that connection.
But then on a granular level, like as Jim was saying, I feel like you get much more of a like you're both sides are giving and taking with a dog, whereas
And
I
a
feel
cat.
like a snake is and a cat. Whereas with a snake, I can't see what they give back aside from your own glee that you can say you own a snake and you're like passionate about snakes.
I would have to research more into the psychology behind them to fully give an answer to that. But it's just it would be the same with lizards, like spiders.
There are certain pets where I get a bit like I'm not sure where the immoral lines start to begin, because like I have this thing about birds as pets. Birds in a cage are quite a sad sight for me, because they got their wings. So they don't want to be in a cage. They want to be flying around. That's what like they're designed to do.
I'll agree with you on that, but it's also worth saying that birds do get a connection with humans.
Yeah, birds are really intelligent.
I
but
would say it's
is
like
it moral though? That's my question.
any animal like that. Like you can't say. I know it kind of defeats what I'm going against, but you can't say like a spider can form a connection with you. Like I don't think spiders can, but I'd say snakes can. I don't know why, but it just like.
Well, you sort of have to look at the way the animal is in its like in true environment.
Yeah.
And I don't think snakes are very social creatures.
No, they're horrifying killers that wrap up their prey and squeeze them to death and then eat them a whole.
And that's something as well. Something I like about cats, owning cats as a pet. Like you can have a cat flap and that cat will just leave the house and go, but it will come back. And like its home is where you are, so it likes being around you. I think if you had a snake flap on your foot and the snake just went out, I don't think that snake will ever come back.
You just found the name of the episode.
No, that's a relatively good argument, but it's just like how obviously cats and dogs have been they've been like.
And they have like
by
more
us.
obvious. They've had typically more obvious use to humans.
Absolutely.
You know, dogs are good
Although-
for plenty of actual like tasks. You know, and so are cats, keeping vermin away. Yeah.
I reckon snakes would be good for that. For vermin.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Stealthy as fuck.
But like, why would you choose a snake over a cat?
Well, yeah, that's the thing, because a snake would be good, like, if you had the sewer underneath your street, just chuck a bunch of snakes down there and problem sorted. But if you want, like, a consistent fix, everyone get a cat.
They did, and that's why they exist.
Yeah, exactly.
basically, for that reason. If you're like in a farm somewhere, just get a fucking cat sorted.
Yeah, a cat and a dog on a farm. They'll keep you protected.
Exactly. I want a cat. I generally do love cats, even if they've torn my eye open and fucked me for life. I really like them.
And on that pleasant note, we will be back after these messages. Life can be a dick sometimes, so get your dick from out your hand. And don't be a dick, wear a dick. Dick the Head t-shirts available now. Check the description below. Welcome to the second half of the JARCAST, where we head over to the Jar Media Reddit suggestion thread, where you, listening, yes, you, can ask us any question.
We need you.
Yeah. Head over to the Reddit if you want to ask us anything. Just ask us whatever you like. There are no rules here. We don't abide to no rules.
We are.
Start us off then.
this land.
Joseph Z. Khan's going to start us off this time.
Khan.
And it's a question for you two. Jim and James, what would you do if Alex gave you complete access to IHE? The YouTube account, all social media, the place in Sardonicast, etc. So just take my entire life.
Oh, do you know what I'd do? I'd finally admit that I'm not the one making the tweets on the Jar Media account.
That's not IHE.
And also
no,
that's
but
a huge lie.
No,
Yeah,
but
that is also a lie.
IHE does that.
So James would immediately lie. I'd just do everything as normal, but pretend to be you.
Do you think you could achieve it?
It would be like discount IHE.
You just have to say you've got a cold at the time or you're suffering something, and that's why there might be a slight difference.
Yeah, I do say that every other video anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
So apologies for my voice, but I've got a cold at the moment. It's my catchphrase at this point. I don't know if you could get the delivery right.
I'd give you an overhaul on social media as well. Just go
What would you
crazy
do?
with it.
What would you do?
I'll just go absolutely...
You just completely ruin my entire...
No, but it wouldn't ruin it. It would get like Keemstar saying like, IHE's lost it. He's just gone crazy. The stuff
See,
he's saying makes no
thing
sense.
It's too easy to get attention by being mental. Onision being a perfect example.
No, but I'm not talking like that. I just mean like
What do you mean then?
being real. You know?
Give me an example. What's something you would
Like-
tweet right now?
Like,
Don't say that. Jim's
Kind
got a
of
whole
feel-
fucking list.
kind of feel a poop coming on.
Alex does that anyway.
Not on
That's
not
what
on
I
IHE.
use Jar for.
Yeah, no, but if you did that on IHE...
No, because I'm
No,
gonna be real right now. IHE Twitter's not fun. Not for me anymore.
Mm-hmm.
That shit lame.
Yeah.
Because no matter what I tweet, it pisses off so many people. It's fucking
Yeah,
pointless.
yeah, yeah.
It's not fun at all. Hence why I enjoy Jar Media so much. Small little community. People get it more. And it reminds me of when like my IHE Twitter was the same size and it was a bit
Yeah,
more
yeah.
fun. I'd always ask people their opinions on things and people would talk about it. And I'd
Yeah.
get good replies and stuff.
That means you have to go off the trains a bit in order to regain fun.
Get off the
The train tracks.
Hmm.
No, I'd make a video as well on your channel.
I would as well.
What would your video be, James?
It would be a final reply to that one Watch Mojo guy that I insulted many years ago.
God, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, for those who don't know, the guy who like created Watch Mojo, the like I guess CEO or director or whatever you'd call it,
Yeah.
he sent me a personal email to my IHE email,
Yeah.
like a huge paragraph of how upset he was about my video on Watch Mojo. It's like, Christ, are you like really insecure about the channel or something? Like it's like so popular. Why does my one video
Yeah.
that gets like a fraction of their monthly views affect them really in any way?
Damn.
What video do you make then, Jim?
I hate Doom 2016.
Oh my god. That'd go down well.
No, but there's...
No, everyone would start changing their opinion on Doom.
No, they wouldn't. There are certain topics where it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what you say. You just...
No, because it could be like 10 words long, this video, and people be like, "Oh wait, yeah, it's not that good."
No, I think there'd be a 50-50 between people going, "Oh no, it's still good."
Nah, everyone would
shit.
suddenly realise, oh, it's actually quite bad.
Every time you do this, there's at least one comment of someone that's like, "No, Doom isn't." They take it really personally.
No, but it is bad.
It's
I
not
don't want
bad.
to talk about Doom 2016.
No, I'm done. You know,
Okay.
this isn't my IHE video. You know, it's in the works though.
I'd love to know, like, just how many people that actually annoys, like, quite deeply when you say that. Because people are passionate about that game, man.
Well, I
Yeah.
am as well.
But-
I'm one of those people.
No, you're...
I've never played it. I just like the soundtrack.
I'm the only one here who's actually finished it.
Yeah, because I literally can't because it's so boring. That's the thing. Like, I don't give a shit if you guys think it's the best thing ever made. I think it sucks. I'm sorry.
Do you not think sucks is a bit extreme though? Because when I think sucks, I think like
Kingdom Hearts 3.
I think it's boring. I think it's not worth my time.
Yeah, that's more fair.
I think it sucks. And bad.
It sucks for what you're looking for from a game then, I suppose.
Yeah.
There's not
Yeah,
enough.
exactly. I'm incredibly surprised you finished it. Anyway, let's move on to
it took him a good few years to finish it, though, don't mind.
Yeah, it did.
Must be the most controversial jar opinion, one of them anyway.
Well, there was two in one's fucking discussion.
What was the other one?
Bananas.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
Is that controversial? I feel like
Yes.
everyone makes fun
thinks
of
it's kind of
Kingdom
shit.
Hearts.
Okay, then.
Everyone just makes fun of it.
Well, fine then. I guess I've got to go to something
Although there
personal.
will definitely be a comment from someone.
No, we've got to be real. Halo 3. If I take your rose-tinted glasses off.
Nah, that's bullshit.
No,
No.
genuinely, it's not a good game. Just fucking fight me. Like, it's not. Stop seeing it as it like this golden piece of multiplayer and early games. Like, no, stop. You're just saying
Just throwing out lots of bad takes at the moment. The last few minutes.
No, stop. People think
James
Halo.
is, not me.
People think Halo 3 is great because it's the first game they experienced online from, and they thought all the random people talking to each other was cool. It's not. It's not, because if that's the case, Modern
Do you
Warfare
think
2
Halo
is-
3 is better than Doom?
Come on, that's of course. Halo 3 is like 10 times better than Doom. That shows how bad Doom is.
You just like switch around like what you said like a minute ago.
Can't remember.
See, I told you that's all it takes. Everybody will turn on Doom.
To be honest,
Like
the
a
soundtrack
leper.
is the only worthwhile thing in that entire game. Like, without a
It's the
doubt.
best thing about it, yeah, no doubt. Anyway, actual question, let's go.
Right. Let's have a look at this then. My
Halo 3.
balls
3,
are
it's gonna say,
Richie says fill in the blanks. So it's a sentence and we have to decide the blanks.
Okay.
Born to blank, forced to blank.
Born to fuck, forced to suck.
That's not bad because they predicted you would say born to jerk, forced to come. So they weren't even that far off.
I'm not that predictable, okay?
Do we all have to do this?
Yeah.
Do it.
Born to blank, forced to blank.
This is hard.
Born to douche. Forced to douche. Born to build. Forced to use
destroy.
mega blocks. That's like a really like bittersweet sentence. Born to dig. Forced to.
Born to have fun, forced to play Doom.
Born to have fun, forced to work for the rest of your life until you die.
Fucking hell. Anyone else got any clever ones?
Mine was good. Mine was fine.
Born to eat beans. Forced to drink cum. No?
Born to have freedom, forced to live in China.
Edit that one out, Alex. I don't want to be
I wasn't
assassinated.
listening. Alex sat there looking at his phone, reading through the suggestion thread, cringing at how bad so many of the questions are, scrolling past them all. He thought to himself, why is Doom such a... Master Uruguay Death Scene told me to just act in third person for a little minute there, so that's what that little lark was about.
Funny.
Oh,
That was funny. That was funny. Shut up. He said Doom bad.
Sebastian Ort, I'm just leaning into it now. Which horseman of the apocalypse, pestilence, war, famine, and death is each jar member?
Oh, okay, so I want to confirm, we've all played Red
Doom.
Dead Redemption.
you mean
Nightmare.
Darksiders?
No.
Deathsiders? What is it called?
No.
Because that's what they're all like the war.
No, but Red Dead Redemption gives a good idea because you do get all the horses.
In Undead Nightmare.
Yes.
That was cool. I forgot about that.
Okay, so you've got the unicorn. So which one of us
Well, no,
is the
don't think about it in
unicorn?
horse terms. Think about it in what the actual words
Okay,
mean.
what are the words again?
Pestilence, war,
Pestilence,
famine, and death.
stinky. War, fighting. Famine, hungry. Death. Death.
Okay, you're famine.
Why am I famine? No, you're going to think I'm pestilence pretty soon.
Yeah, Jim's pestilence.
Okay, who's war?
Ruben.
Yeah,
Ruben's war. So it's just famine and death then.
The two worst ones, like arguably.
I don't know. I don't know if any of them are like great ones.
They're kind of meant to be bad.
What do you reckon, James? Are you famine or death?
Well,
Death doesn't really apply to any of us.
Yeah, what does that mean? Like, are any of us like killers behind the scenes? We haven't told anyone.
Alex is death.
well, technically, I am the skinniest, so famine kind of fits that at least.
And I'm the stinkiest, so.
But
Weeben's
war, without a doubt. Weeben is war. Like that's a gold title, fucking sorted. Boom.
I suppose he wins just from the fist fights he's been in. Just outweighs us by so many examples.
Okay, I'm definitely death. Alex can be famine. I'm okay with being
Why am
death.
I famine?
But why am I deaf?
You're the one that said you're death.
Yeah, you're the one who has to justify
Well,
why you're
it
deaf.
makes the most sense.
Who's killed the most things?
Billy.
Who's responsible for more death in Jar?
Me, just me.
You
Okay.
used to torture small animals.
I used to be a bully, remember?
Are you saying yes to that question?
No. I used to be a
James
bully.
found a rat outside his house.
Actually, no. That makes me back to this time. There was an ant hill in my
Do
garden.
ant hills count? I feel like everyone as a kid, like,
I didn't.
Got the plastic hammers.
I built them a house.
No.
I didn't use a plastic hammer. I think I poured something down it.
No,
You drowned.
I sat there for like 5 hours just slowly hitting with ants with hammers.
Okay, there you go. That's a bit more death. Maybe it's death. But I
Why are
don't...
you famine?
Well,
Are you hungry? Or do you cause hunger?
It definitely causes hunger. 100%.
Explain.
Do you deprive people of their food?
He does.
I do enjoy holding food over the dogs. Like, I like being in
That
control of,
power.
like, yeah.
It's all
They sit
want.
there, like, just shaking in sheer excitement as I really, like, slowly get the scoop and scoop, like, some of their biscuits. And they're just there, like, please, master, I'm hungry.
There you go.
Bat Muppet 2 asks, hello Minge Munchers, what do you think of the way that the internet is becoming less about individuals and more about large corporations that control the vast amount of sites that are needed at the moment, and also the way that governments are trying to legislate and restrict things that are put on the internet? Thought you might have some interesting insight because you guys have been on the internet for a while now.
Well, that whole thing, that is kind of capitalism, I guess. Like, that's society. That's just the change to society.
How is that the case though? I'd argue it's the opposite.
I
Like,
think
with
what
the
they
rise
mean
of social media.
I think what they mean is how a lot of things that started off as a more innocent kind of... Let's take YouTube, for example. When YouTube
Right.
first came up, it was more about just people uploading silly
Yeah,
videos,
yeah.
and it's gradually turned into a business kind of platform with Jimmy
Corp.
Kimmel and fucking The Rock and
Mm-hmm.
Will Smith using it for advertising and whatnot. And the same way we just said about Twitter, how like Twitter for me is the most extreme example of that just total spiral, and how like it's all about just dunking on people all the time.
Yeah.
I've done it myself. I'm guilty of it myself, but like that's what Twitter is. It's
Mhm.
just like being horrible to each other basically as the platform.
Instagram is just marketing. That's all Instagram is.
Yeah, thing is, every time, at least in the UK, the government has tried to enforce some kind of restriction on our internet, it's never worked out. remember they were trying to ban like different types of porn and shit like
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
and like of course that's just not going to work. So in terms of that kind of liberty, I suppose like it's
Well, we should
But at the same
acknowledge.
time, a lot of the stuff on the internet is already restricted.
Mhm.
So like that's not really a change. And it is right. You don't want like little kids stumbling across ISIS beheadings or the
Yeah, of course.
JARCAST.
Yeah, yeah. One of those is
We
definitely
slipped
worse
up.
than the other. Post up.
But it's also worth remembering the former of that is something that is just on Twitter, and the Twitter don't care. They never have.
Well, what are the two extremes here? There's like China, in the way like you can't use the internet in the same way that you can here. Like when I was coming back from Birmingham a few months ago on the train, I saw there was a Chinese person on their phone, and their phone was completely different. Like they were on some weird social media I didn't even recognize.
It would be. I know of them, but yeah, it's like a complete.
Yeah.
It's a full. Everything we have here, they have their equivalent over
Yeah.
there, basically.
It looked kind of like their equivalent of Facebook.
Mm.
That's what it looked like, but it definitely wasn't Facebook,
Mm.
which is really interesting. But it's like, is it more restrictive? You would assume so, based on what we know about Chinese internet and the way they control what people are allowed to see on there. So everyone has to use like VPNs and stuff to hide. What,
That kind of thing is scary. I won't deny.
Yeah. So every time the government, because it's all just like these 80-year-olds that have no idea how the internet really works. They're like, oh, this is way too much freedom on there. We sort of need to try and control it a bit more. And luckily, it does seem a bit like it's a bit too late. Like the control is way more in the hands of companies like Google or Apple, who they're the ones who are holding all the information, and like just the power Google has alone just by search result rankings. Is that's already kind of like a weighted.
No, but really, it's still it's dodgy though, because it's just like they're corporations. They can do what's in their private interest. It's no different from the government, like at all. There's no difference.
It depends really. Like, what motivation do they have to? It's all in the interest of money, isn't it? Like, how you pay to have your ranking higher, I suppose.
Yeah.
And it has led to some fucked up things that, like, because business is ruthless, isn't it? Like, the website Newgrounds, with like all the animations and all that kind of stuff that was huge when the internet was kind of up and coming, early 2000s and whatnot. Everyone watched it for the more kind of edgy stuff, but because it was a video platform, Google saw it as like competition to YouTube, so they hid them in the search like results, from my understanding. So way less traffic is sifted towards them. So you do get stuff like that as a result.
Yeah, that's like a monopoly issue, because back in the day, like Yahoo, Ask Jeeves, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I always forget about Yahoo. Loads of people still use Yahoo, like Ymail, to this day, which is crazy to me.
So, like, I trust corporations less than I do the government.
Really? Why's that?
Corporations are inherently just like horribly evil because they're so driven by money.
I mean, there's not much in it in my mind. With like the top level of the government's pretty similar, isn't it? It's all quite selfish.
If you go into it and how like bad it is, it's just like the whole system is fucked. Like severely.
I only trust corporations as long as they're not a monopoly and they have equal competition that is able to, stop that kind of thing happening. The problem is companies like Google are so inherently powerful at this point that I've been thinking about this a lot lately, actually, is how like we've been so successful in like the West with how far we've progressed through like our systems, that now we've created these megacorps that they kind of hold a lot of the cards now, and like I don't know if the government can really stop them.
Think about the five most like biggest things. You've got Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube.
I don't know if Twitter counts. I don't know if Twitter.
No, but Twitter
I think
is-
Twitter's like the least. Like, it doesn't really have any power. I don't think.
Yeah. Google, Facebook,
Apple.
Apple, Amazon.
No, but of all the things most people use, it's not. They're all always owned by the same company. They're always intertwined into something.
Well, Facebook
because
is the huge
Instagram
one.
is
Facebook
Facebook
is-
as well.
WhatsApp is owned by Facebook.
Yes, who owns Snapchat?
I'm
One of
pretty
them
sure
does.
it's the same.
Amazon is also one of those mega companies
Yeah.
that
'Cause they got Twitch.
yeah, they have
Yeah.
it's all connected.
That's like their game plan. It's just stick their tendrils as like spread out as possible. So they're just getting everything.
But yeah, is it not in their best interest to provide some kind of service
Yeah,
that
that's
makes
the
them
thing.
appealing?
Yeah. And it's good that like Google has YouTube, Amazon has Twitch. Because then the two giants
that's
have
what I mean.
like a direct competition. So that they have to make their services better. For us. So it works out
Yeah, it's what
better
we're
for
seeing with the
everyone.
streaming wars at the moment as well, with
Yeah,
Netflix,
yeah.
Amazon Prime, Apple has their one, Disney Plus.
Microsoft, of course, has Mixer. They got Ninja on that.
Oh yeah. That's what I mean. Like,
Yeah, there's interesting stuff happening there because it's just like at the end of the day, if there's no competition, it's terrible. The stuff we consume is just so much worse. But then you have the problem of when because they're all competing, when one starts to get ahead, it all drops because then they're going to get so much where they just buy all them out when they're low, which is just a
Yeah.
monopoly. It's like the interesting thing, wasn't it? Like Apple only exists because Bill Gates funded them to then show that he wasn't making a monopoly. That's the only reason why Apple actually exists.
Well, I believe they came up with the idea for Windows before Bill Gates. And then he basically did the guy from Facebook.
Zucker.
He did a Zuckerberg and just stole the idea and made his own business.
No, I don't think that's the case actually.
I'm pretty sure.
I just know that he did fund them. Like that, Apple was funded by Bill Gates, but as a court thing in the highest like fucking court in America was just.
There's
just
definitely
approved.
I definitely remember something going on there, some feud or whatever. But
No, it was like when obviously in the early days of Windows, it's just like Word and all those sources. He like allowed Apple to have complete access to them. So then, because in business, nobody's going to invest in really expensive Apple stuff, and they can't use all the good programs that everyone else does.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure he circumvented it by just literally giving them the full program. Like you can do it, just so he can not get like unbelievably taxed.
right. How do you feel though about the statement posed in the original comment of what we think about the way the internet is becoming less about individuals and more about large corporations? Do you think that's true?
That's just life.
Like, try and think about the earliest time you used the internet and what is different now. Aside from the fact now we do have Facebook, now we do have Snapchat and Instagram. It's just more options now, really.
No, I don't agree with that statement. I think it's quite wrong.
In
But I
what
mean,
sense?
everybody uses the internet in different ways. If YouTube is your main thing,
Mhm.
then you would agree. But if you're using Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, then
Yeah.
you're going to see the people in your circle. You know, so then the internet is about like your group of people.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
So
why
it's the opposite.
I immediately thought of YouTube when I read that, because that does apply to YouTube.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if it does apply to some other things. Maybe there are a lot more. I feel like anyway there are a lot more ads now than there used to be, like on Instagram and Facebook and stuff. Especially like Facebook, like it was a lot cleaner back in the day.
I don't use Facebook at all.
Yeah,
so.
no, I don't really use Facebook regularly, but when I go on it, I'm like, Jesus Christ. Or Instagram even, like with every other post being like an ad and stuff.
No, I know this is irrelevant, but I constantly notice where I will message someone, Discord, WhatsApp, and I'll say a word. Every ad will be that word, will be connected to that word, and I find that really gross. The fact that I can message through private encrypted messages and every single thing is related to that.
And your phone listens to you and stuff you say.
Yeah, they advertise based on the shit you hear, surely.
Yeah, they make these profiles.
Yeah. And they build, off your like metadata or whatever.
Yeah. And it's hilarious when it's just so off base. Like
Yeah.
when you're joking with your friends about like something retarded, and then you get ads for that retarded thing.
Yeah, I was like advertised like a cat flap or something really weird like that. Like now and again it does like
Snake flaps and the Instagram ads coming out.
Yeah, I don't know. One thing that I have noticed, one of the major differences with this is more going into like social media than like legislation in regards to the internet, because I don't really think that much has changed, to be honest, at least in the UK in terms of that. I can't think of anything off the top of my head right now. But one thing that has changed quite a lot is these social media sites and apps deciding for you what they think you want to see.
Twitter's
That pisses me off. Yeah, Twitter and YouTube are awful for it.
Yeah.
Where you, like this is subscribe button doesn't mean subscribe anymore. Where on Twitter, when you look at your feed, half of the stuff is from people you don't even follow. Like Twitter, when I first used Twitter, what didn't work like that.
Yeah.
Like you just saw the people you followed, and it was like simple and effective. But in order to like try and sustain some kind of like perpetual growth, they like just force these awkward algorithms into everything and ruin the very thing that made it good to begin with.
There's a good Sunny in Philadelphia episode in the new season about like algorithms.
Yeah.
And, like,
because that's got to be the main thing, like algorithm type learning algorithms that build profiles on you.
Yeah,
and that's the scary part.
They're just constantly trying to take the choice, like your personality, out of it.
I suppose that's what this comment means then.
Yeah,
less about the kind of government intervention, because they're, aside from places like China, I don't know how successful they've really been here in terms of controlling that kind of stuff, because like I can't really think of anything that has been taken, anything that I would use the internet for that was taken away or restricted or changed from when I was a kid using dial-up.
It's only gotten better.
No, because we lost Dailymotion.
Oh,
God, I forgot about Dailymotion. Dailymotion was like...
It was a YouTube competitor, right?
It was a YouTube competitor, but it just had loads of porn on it.
Loads of porn. So much porn.
Yeah. Good question, though.
Very good.
Dailymotion.
Find a funny one. Find a funny one.
Much longer, so...
2-minute funny.
Let's just do this one. Bubba Ducky says, who in the cast is the biggest liar? Also, what is the dumbest lie you've ever told? James is pointing at me.
Yeah, because it is you.
I'm the biggest liar, am I? Well, I'm going to put my hands up on this one. Actually, no. I'm not. Get it? It's a little lie.
Oh.
Little white lie. I like the white lies. They're my favourite.
Stevie Wonder once said, a white lie might turn into a black one.
And it's we know this because you literally talked about how you would just purposely mess with people who opened the door because you just enjoyed lying.
You had your algorithm where like you had your thing, and it's like the option is lie or tell the truth, and you always pick lie.
And you always keep going
in my
down
dialogue
lie.
tree.
Yeah.
I put all my points into lie and deceit.
Yeah.
The fucking
that question was like too easy.
The fucking your build on theme is just Alex.
Who's more of a liar out of you two then?
Jim.
James.
I can't lie because if I lie,
James is really bad at lying.
I can't. I feel too emotionally bad about lying. I can never lie, and it's really obvious because I start smiling like really badly.
I don't lie either though.
Jim is just too. We're both too real. We're not liars. We're honest blokes making an honest living.
Well, on that note, while James dies in the corner, that was episode 202. Thanks for listening, and rate us 5 stars on iTunes. It helps us more than you know.
Yeah, and do the bop.
Poster boy.
Bop.
Poster girl. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Yeah, do the bop.
Beat boat, scoobity dope. Oh.